Hello, hello, welcome. We're going to do some trading today. We'll be doing trading NQ. Um, it is May the 6th, 2024. Lovely, just lovely, lovely day. Lovely day to trade. Gonna do our best today to. We're going to trade 8 to 10. Our risk on the day is 80. Our reward is 20. So our risk is 80 apples. Our reward is 20 apples. Each apple is, of course, still $25. It's going to be remain that for the next 3 months, regardless of if it goes up or down. Regardless if I am profitable or not profitable, it's simply $25 an apple. The risk reward on the day is 80 for 20. Start time 8 o'clock on the dot. Let's begin. Kind of a little nervous. I don't know why. It's the Monday morning. Haven't traded for a while. I can understand that. I want these lines pretty much off the chart. I want to start absolutely fresh right now. Let's begin. So the monthly chart, the month just awakened, and I gotta say that this is, for being less than 1 week into May, this is extremely bullish, right? Like, what the hell? How did that happen in less than 1 week, including a weekend? So this is just the past 3 trading days. It has rallied substantially. I don't know what percentage form that is, but I do know that it's a lot. That's a very large move upwards just for two days or so. It's coming from this holding split here. It's in an uptrend. There's no question about that one. There's just no question about that. This is a serious low, so there's gonna, in my opinion, there will be breakout bar preventions underneath it. So if this month were to turn south, we're looking long there. Let's go ahead and put that on the screen on the monthly chart. This is my higher time frame chart. Right here to here is where I think there would be demand for a small bounce. If it were to go all the way lower, it's kind of, in my opinion, unlikely to do that, but it can. It's in my opinion, it's not gonna just go green, green, green. Obviously, it's gonna stop. Okay, it's gonna stop somewhere, and I reckon it will stop before this monthly high, which is the all-time high also. So if this really wants to rally up, it's about middle of the range right now. Okay, a little bit higher, but middle of the range. Now if it goes up, surpassing the middle of the range like it is right now, without much retracement at all, I reckon it would pause at the high. If for a demand open, or at least a demand open on this chart, but it's probably going to be a protecting extreme or a holding zone, some type of zone in here, where there should be some pullbacks. Pullbacks would probably go to at least the 2/3 mark, which is a little bit up here. So it comes up, I would reckon that it would come down, show some type of wick on this monthly chart. So the monthly chart is very interesting. It's a very volatile month, no doubt. So these are the days. These are huge days. So, oh, these are weeks. Sorry. That's what I was going to say. I mean, gee whiz, man. It's got some huge moves in a week or so. Okay, but that's the move. That's the move. What is this? So the monthly start time was when? Oh, wow. Look at that. So it went up all the way in April, but then it came down for the last day of April, and then May starts. May goes in. That matters because it can probably continue on upwards because it's already been here. On the monthly chart, you don't have that information. On the monthly chart, you're just like, oh, it's never been here before. It's went all the way down and now went all the way up in one movement. One down, one up. That's two movements, you know. But really on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, you see that it went all the way down, it went all the way up, it went down for the last day of April, that big down move, and then to be able to print the monthly chart way lower like this. So ideally, if you want to look at where it actually is climbing, it was right there a day before April. So the monthly chart, it really can still move. This is going to trip some sellers into the mix, looking at the monthly chart like, oh, it's high, way too high. It's not, because the daily chart's already gone that way. It's the monthly charts, you're not getting that information. So right now, Long City, man. Sorry to say it. It's Long City. I mean, why? I don't know why you would. I don't know. I mean, we'll see today if I'm going to short or long. But on the higher time frame, it's just bullish. I don't know what else to do about that, in my opinion. But that's not to say that it'll just float upwards, up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. You never really know. Tell you what, the 240-minute split here is really not that strong. It's really not. So I'm going to also put this as a transparency of 70%, meaning I'm likely not going to take that. If I do, it'll be half size. It's a really, I mean, it looks great on the 240 minute, but this is not a zone. You know, it looks great. This is high and tight. You want the holding splits to be here, protecting free space after a curve upwards. This is where the location for a holding split is great, but the underlying, if you look at the 15 minutes, not a zone at all, and it's touched it twice. I hate that. It's just not ideal on the smaller time frames. It does not confirm that higher time frame look. Onwards and upwards, let's take a look. I mean, there's a holding split up and to the left here. It's a holding split on the 60 minute as well. Let's go to the 15 minute, see what that looks like on the smaller time frames. Okay, it's a lonely pivot. I would consider taking this. I want to see, hold on, I want to see one more time frame down just to see what that looks like. Let's look at the 60 minute once, 240 minute once. Yep, they're both agreement. Let's take that 5 minute chart. This is the smallest time frame we'll go on this zone. I just want to see what it looks like. What I'm looking for is a zone which is basing candles, basing smaller range, basing kind of doji candles near the high, and then a complete fall down. I want a complete release. This is not quite that. So this is not quite that. This is an anti-breakout. So it goes up, down. What I was looking for instead, I was looking for this up and down should be smaller range and should not be printing near its high or low. It shouldn't be solid bars like that. This is not a zone that I'm willing to take, unfortunately. I can't take it for a lonely pivot. However, I do think that this area right here will indeed cause some type of sell-off, a little sell at least. Again, this is type of zone that would be half size, but this is where the end orders are. This is where the orders are. On lonely pivots, this should be where the orders are on the high. But in this case, in my opinion, if this thing's going to turn, this 60 minutes going to turn, it's going to turn right at that line, right in that little zone right there. If it's going to turn, I don't know, though. Of course not. I don't know. That's my judgment. And we can hit that today. It's not far away at all. So if we hit it at 8:30, let's say in 15 or 20 minutes or so, there's not much I can do about it because my stop would have to be at this high. There's nowhere to put the stop, There's nowhere I can put this stop to take this zone. So what I would do is just, honestly, I would just know that this is the area. This is the area that we're looking at. And if we see some selling bars up here or an anti-breakout or something, I'll go ahead and take that. I'll go ahead and take the candlestick setup in the recent price, where price is now. As long as it's around this line, around in this box would be great. But I won't take the box outright. No, I can't take it. Doesn't fit. As far as zones in the outskirts, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the nearest sell. This is the nearest buy, but I'm not likely going to take that unless it just spurts down there right at 8:30. Even then, let's see if there's anything underneath it, underneath that distal line. There is nothing underneath that distal line. So it is an important line, no doubt. No doubt. I'm not doubting that because there's nothing underneath it. I don't know. I mean, I would probably just go half size. It just doesn't look proper. I'll still take it, I think, because just on the 240 minute, I'll go for a smaller bounce perhaps, and maybe a coupon on the trade, stingy. Usually the zone is drawn like this from wick to wick. That's a holding split. And anything in between like this is normally what I do, and it should be that wouldn't be stingy. That would be just a proper way to draw it. And then stingy would be like that, like just the wick. That's very stingy. So down here, yeah, there's a zone down here. That's a pretty far away drop if you're seeing that. I mean, if you look at the blue line on the monthly chart, that's a pretty substantial drop in one day. Same on the weekly chart. If it does that this week, yeah, it's a buy. In my opinion, it's a buy because look on the weekly chart, it's right into that this holding split, but it's obviously not tradable. I mean, this thing is way lower. It's a gigantic zone on the weekly, but in my opinion, that's buying. That's a buying area. So right under that open, I like that. I do. I could see something bounce from there. So if we look at that blue line, investigate that blue line, let's say 30-minute chart, it looks horrible. I mean, this is not a zone. This is just some basing candles and one gigantic buy. They didn't even want to wrap this present. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even put some wrapping paper on this present. They just gave it away, Not something I'm interested in. Not a zone. It's just not a zone. The demand is looking actually really poor. So this is telling me that anytime this happens, when I'm actually searching for demand and I cannot find some, this is not good. This means that it can drop. Unfortunately, that doesn't match up with my thesis on the daily chart. My thesis on the daily chart is this thing is just going to keep on going up. But man, if it starts heavily dropping, I would not stand in the way. In my opinion, there's not much here, nothing here. Underneath, this is not even that good, and this is the big time low. This is the weekly low. This is where the orders are at. Right here is breakout bar prevention territory. Anywhere in this territory, there's an army. There's a bit of an army because if you look on the monthly chart, that's right here. Let's say you can't see it. Can't really see it, can you? Oh, that's not the monthly low. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the monthly low. So the monthly low, that right here, if it were to go all the way in this region down here, the monthly candle would look like a gigantic wick going downwards, about to break out. That is a breakout bar prevention. If it snaps this and it goes down, I'm willing to go long on this actual low. On this actual low. I don't know how I'm so far off. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. That is a perfect setup. So I'm going to leave this painted on. Oh, I should have had this on the higher time frame chart, but that's all right. It's all right. That's fine. These are big time frames. So yeah, so let's see what happens. Obviously, if you look at this Globex session, which is here, boom. Yeah, so this is the Globex high. Actually, this is the Globex high. We'll go red, and then this is the Globex low, of course. We'll go red. All right, that's the Globex high and low. Remember, if the market snaps one of them, it's not likely to snap the other. However, this is kind of a narrow range today. Actually, not even kind of. It is a narrow range today. Look at the daily chart. Let's go to the range. Let's get some ATR in here. Yeah, so so look at this day, right? Look at yesterday or Friday, whatever. That was a big day, and that was average. That was average true range. That's an average range. Obviously, it's a big day. The candle body's much larger than average, but the range itself, that's generally what the range should be, that big. Look at today. Down here, this is today. This is 2 standard deviations below the average. Less than 2 standard deviations below the average. That means this day, this high or low is going to break. It's going to. I mean, it's going to. It's highly, highly likely that the high or low will break. I didn't say both. I just said one or the other. The range has to expand. The high minus the low must expand. So that means these red lines are going to move. So at this point, which side is it going to stretch? Is it going to stretch the high side or the bottom side? Right now, probably people are betting on that it'll stretch the high side. It could. It could. We don't know. And I would expect it to stretch large, much larger than this. I think that the daily range can go up to here, at least. So, but this is on a whole day. This doesn't happen in 1 second. So, it can snap up, it can come down, it can probably break the low too if it wants to. I mean, it does that 1 out of 4 times. 1 out of 4 times doesn't mean it never happens. That's another option. Right now, on the smaller time frames, there is nothing. We have to wait till 8:30. I can tell that there is nothing. So for the setup at 8:30, if it rips up to here, I'm going to be looking for anti-breakouts. I'm going to be looking for, especially above this dash line, this dash dot line, whatever. Anywhere above here, this or above, pretty much that 8:30 pop upwards, we want to be able to go short on an anti-breakout. The only thing is that 8:30, it goes so quick that we're not going to get many candle bar formations because it goes so quick. You'd have to go to a 1 minute or a 30-second bar, which I don't do that. I go to a 3-minute bar. So if it does do that, we'll see. Hey, if it does that in the pre-market, my goodness, I don't know what I'll do. I hope I don't have to make that decision because I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do. This is, of course, that lonely pivot. This is the big deal. Let's label that. There you go. Yep, I like it. I like it. Nothing. No, I can't take it outright. I could take the holding split, but generally I take these holding splits because it doesn't look good on the smaller time frames. I can't call it a lonely pivot. Ugh. And holding splits have been notoriously not profitable. I can tell you right now, notoriously not profitable. I mean, this is it's probably more negative edge than any of my positive edge. So anti-breakouts are my highest positive edge expectancy. And holding splits are more negative expectancy than my positive ones are positive expectancy. It's a 33% win rate for a 1-to-1. That's horrible. It's 16% off. It's supposed to be 50% win rate. Break even. Just to break even, it's a 33% win rate. And that's 60 plus trades. That is clear evidence that the holding splits do not work. So I'm going to be very cautious of holding splits. That's all I know. If anything, I have implemented an anti-holding split, which is the exact opposite. So I'm like, anytime I want to do a holding split, well, I'm clearly wrong. Clearly wrong 2 out of 3 times for a holding split. Might as well do the opposite. There's nothing stopping me from that. So I'm completely fine with that. The exact opposite. Yes, a 1-to-1 target will be my stop loss. My stop loss will be my target. And that's simple. That's the trade. So how it would look is like this. So this holding split up here, this is my zone, right? Here to here, my entry is here, my stop loss is this solid line, my target is this blue line. Now I'm going to do an anti-holding split, which is this. My entry line's still the same instead of shorting, but I'm buying. It's kind of like a breakout. My stop loss is at the distal line right here. Or sorry, that's my target. My target is at my stop loss. My stop loss is at my previous target, which is a 1-to-1 down here. So I'm actually buying, selling, or selling for a stop loss right here. It's still a 1-to-1 trade. It just means that I might be profitable 66% of the time instead of losing all the time, 33%, whatever. It's an idea. I've never traded that before. But I like it because, bro, I'm trying not to be biased. I don't care if my idea doesn't work. If my idea doesn't work that far, that much, it doesn't work that much, I still have found something. I just have to flip the rock over. I just have to go upside down. Like, I just have to, it's inside out. You know, the shirt's inside out. Just put it back on the other way. And there you go. I'm not biased. It doesn't have to be the first attempt to win. All right. Okay, so the supply doesn't look that good either, man. I mean, up here, let's go to that 60-minute. Up here, yeah, that looks horrible. That just looks horrible. I mean, it all relates back to that weekly chart. The weekly chart's where it's at. There's supply up here, no doubt. No doubt there's supply up there. Let's take a look at the weekly chart on the higher time frame chart. There's no doubt there's supply. Boom. In my opinion, that is a lot of selling. That's a lot of selling. This is also a lot of buying because the monthly chart, breakout bar prevention. There you go. That's it. So it's kind of in the middle of things. It's not yet in the selling territory, which is why I'm saying it's likely just going to continue up, isn't it? It's gotta, right? That's what my opinion would be. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not trading gold or crude oil this month. I'm just dedicating it just to NQ. It's easier to control because my attention is literally on one. There's just no excuse for missing a trade that I wanted to take. I don't like excuses to begin with, but this just gives me a lot of time to see what's going on here. This looks like a good area. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute split. It's not that good, though. 60-minute looks all right. What's the 240-minute pivot? Nothing there. Nothing at all. Well, it looks like we're nitpicking things. Looks like the reversals in this trend, I think it'll just be small zones because there's not very many good obvious zones on the supply side nor the demand side. At this point, I'm not very confident in it the whole time, actually, in either direction. This means it can be volatile either way. This could be a really good month. It could go down very, very far. So in those circumstances, I'd be like, it's a straddle type of thing. Jeez, bro. Gotta stop yawning. It'd be like a straddle. Buy put, buy call. One or the other. I think it'll go places this month. So it's coming down here. This anti-breakout. I know I'm gonna wait till 8:30. There's no need to get in right now. There's no need. Just wait till 8:30 hits. If it rallies up towards this holding split, I will not take it outright. I already have the plan. My plan is to, if it goes up anywhere around here, I'm going to be trying to take some type of pushes down. I'm anti-breakouts if it rallies up, or breakouts downwards. Those kind of moves. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I can't have a target beyond this because only 1/4 of the time it breaks the high and the low 1/4 of the time. So I'm not going to do that. I haven't even thought about it breaking the low before the high. I mean, it just looks like it's so close to the high that it's got to break the high, but it might come down. What does that look like on the daily? If it goes all the way down here, well, that'll be interesting, wouldn't it? 86s. Yeah, that's right here. So that's that low. It's just a bullish day. Down and then up. I reckon it'll splash upwards a bit. That's my opinion. And then it could go down, but I'm not having targets beyond that. Couple minutes left until 8:30. Loves his life. Loves it. Alrighty. Let's see it, man. Alright, so it's gonna head up, looks like. Um, no, breakouts are unfortunately not a good idea. But the trend is so mature that I would take breakouts going short. Yeah, usually anti-breakouts work instead in that circumstance. But the trend is just so mature to the upside that I would take breakouts short. Yeah. But it'd be better in the middle. I agree. It'd be better if it pushes down, protecting some type of free space and then go short on it. I like that idea better. All right, so the pre-market high is the Globex high. This red line is the high. Looks like that's going to be broken first. Where's the gap? The gap, well, it closed yesterday at this point. It's opening here, but the pre-market closed at 33. I mean, pre-market probably hit it, didn't it? Yeah, 33's right here. Pre-market hit that. No? No, it didn't. Yeah, I mean, it got really close to it. All right, it's coming down. It's probably going to fill gap here. It's probably going to fill gap. Well, it has not broken the Globex high right now. Gap fill would be down here. Gap fill would be down here. Look at the daily chart. The daily close is that line. 2550. 2550. So if it goes down to 2550, it fills gap. So that's probably what they're trying to do right now, I reckon. Don't know. Probably going to try to fill that gap. Here it comes. Would I go long at that gap fill? I'd consider that. I would consider that. What would that be? It would be a... Oh man, it looks horrible. It just looks like a lonely pivot on the 15 minute. It's just so tiny, I tell you. So tiny, but I'd take that. I'd take that for a 1-to-1. I just noticed that it's that gap fill. And it's also a lonely pivot. So I'd go 7 apples. No need to do that. 4 apples, that's fine. That's fine with me. That's 6 contracts. 6 contracts at 31 flat. 31 flat. Where's my stop? Well, my stop would be at this low. 23.75. 23.75. My target would be immediate. It'd be a 1-to-1, so 39.75. 39.75. There you go. Okay. Yep. That'd be risking 4 apples. I'm fine with that. Here it comes down. So remember that this zone is on a fill gap. The gap is at 25.50, right? Right at pretty much in the zone, actually. It's actually in the zone. So it fills gap, and I'm asking for the bounce because it's protecting a small amount of free space here. That's generally what I'm looking for. For the path upwards, honestly, you could probably hold on to it. I might consider just holding on to this thing. If we get a fill here, I might hold on to it for the top to break, because 830 can lift off, and I thought it would break the high anyways. So I'm gonna change that target to be way far away. I'm changing the target to be 3, 4-to-1, 3, 4, 5-to-1. What's a 5 to 1? There you go. 74 flat. Fuck it, I'd go 6 to 1. It doesn't seem like it's gonna do that though. 82.75. 82.75. Just so far away. Oh my goodness. 82.75. Yeah, that'd be the trade. Look at this kick back here. This is a regional distal line at this point. There's some big rally here. Right here. This is that zone. I can understand that. My zone's right here. It might not come back for me then. It has not filled gap. No, it has not filled gap. It came close, but it has not filled. Looks like it's going to rally up here. Yeah, if it does fold over, I'm probably not going to have this trade open here. Comeback bar prevention area right now. This needs to be going short. People need to be going short if they want to save this from toppling over. If there's no breakout bar prevention, you can take an anti-breakout. Here's the 830. Boom. Globex high is broken. Because breakout bar prevention was not had, you can take anti-breakouts, and I will do that. And I'll take the anti-breakout for 50% off. Anti-breakout 38.75. Go ahead and cancel that holding that lonely pivot. It's already gone. It's already gone. That's fine. I'm gonna take this anti-breakout. Hold on here. Has this breakout happened? Yes, it has. Now the anti-breakout's in clear. I don't want this anti-breakout to work yet. I want to do a 50% off discount. I want it to explode a little bit towards me. In that sense, I'd go 3 contracts at 98. I get to sell at my price. This is great. 98.75. I repeat, 98.75. Only 3 contracts. 98.75. I don't know if I don't want this thing to come down anymore, because I want this anti-breakout, or this breakout, to continue upwards right into me. My stop loss would be 118 flat. 118 flat. 118 flat. Target would be a 1-to-1. Yep, would be a 1-to-1, which is this low, which is 42.5. 42.5. So, this is a good time to go anti-breakout because the maturity of the trend is just strong. You know, this is a very mature uptrend. In this circumstance, I would like to be short because it's too mature, and it also coincides with this holding split on the 60-minute. If you can come down here, that's that holding split that I'm looking at, protecting some amount of free space. In general, this is a great setup for me. If we can get a little bit more rally to get me involved here, I'd be happy. I'm not taking a picture until I get into the market, though. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'd be risking 5 apples. 5 apples is standard risk. This is single size. This is not that bad. All right, here it is. It's turning right before my entry. My entry is at that dash dot line there. Just a little bit more, and then we can get filled and take some pictures and describe the trade. Otherwise, fine. I'll start describing the trade. It's a 15-minute anti-breakout. This is end of trend. Absolutely. The alpha swing looks up. Yes, alpha swing is up for sure. The swing is up. The recent is up. Everything's up. This is end of trend. This is off of a 15-minute 2-bar bubbling base in trend. Not protecting free space. Here we go. We should be meeting entry very soon here. Did we get in? We did. Take a picture. This is in. I want to get pictures taken here quick. Plant them. 1495 zone number. This is the 15-minute, and then the other time frame I was looking at is that 60-minute chart, which is that holding split, as you can see. And also the 240-minute split. This is ideal. This is ideal. This is an ideal trade right now. I feel safe, even though my reward is further than my risk, as we will get into. Let's get into the... I just want to take one more picture, and I want to go to that 5-minute, go all the way to that line. So that line that it's kicked off here, this line is where I wanted to get in short this entire time. I couldn't find a way. I'm like, well, the anti-breakout finds a way because it encompasses that, and I'm happy to be involved there. So that's a primary reason why I took this trade. Let's do risk reward. My reward should be at 42 flat. 42.50. No, 42 flat, please. Thank you. 340. I'm risking 115 for 340. 115 for 340. That sounds about right. 115. 4.6 apples for 340. 340. So I'm risking 5 to make 13 or 14. So it's almost a 3-to-1, and that makes sense because I took a 50% off discount on it. We know coupons, 50% off discount yields a 3-to-1 for a 1-to-1. 25% off coupon yields a 1.66-to-1 for a 1-to-1. So on the drawn zone is this drawn zone. This is a box. This is a drawn zone. I got in at a 50% off discount. That means a 1-to-1, the standard 1-to-1 target down here, would actually be a 3-to-1. It works like this. This is my risk box. One of them is right there to a proximal line. I'm at a 1-to-1 now. 2-to-1, and then multiplied to a 3-to-1. So it's roughly a 3-to-1. If I get in exactly at 50% off, there is no rough estimate. It is a 3-to-1. Anyways, we got in at 8.4. This zone number 1495. Let's describe the trade more. Well, I can say that it is also in a 5-minute lonely pivot, I suppose. It's just not the cleanest setup. It's also a 60-minute holding split, protecting free space of 3. I believe so. Let's label that, please. Is that all? Yes. Go to that 60-minute, please. Did you see that it's a 3? Yeah, it's protecting free space of 2, not 3. But that's okay. It still is cool to see. Would you move stop to pivot in the zone? I'll consider that. No lie. I will consider that. I mean, it hasn't even moved towards my target yet. It's gone to here. Let's keep an eye on that. That magenta line just shows how far it's gone. It's gone 0.25 to 1 here. Okay, so 50% pivot in the zone. It's gone 0.25 to 1. I'm not going to move my stop right now. No. I need it to go a little further. I mean, I could save a little bit of coin if it goes upwards and stops me out, but I more times than not, I'm unhappy with pivot in the zones. I just leave it be. Just leave the trade be. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But this is the bounce that I'm looking for. I just don't know how big of a bounce it's going to be. 38.75. Is that true? Is this zone 38.75? This is a monster zone. Let's take a look at that. 38.75. This is a large zone. I didn't realize how large that really is. I'm going to say wide. I'm going to have to say wide on that whole anti-breakout. It's a wide zone, no doubt. Oh, yeah. Yep, I like it, man. It's also a 240-minute holding split. In that one, I don't know how much space that's gotten. Yeah, that's protecting free space of 3. Holy smokes. Cool. We're good. We're good. Let's go into the smaller time frame, see if we can get an add-on. There's breakout bar prevention. That's risky. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, we can say that breakout bar prevention did not work. So I always like to label that so then I can look back on the anti-breakouts or breakouts and say, oh, did breakout bar prevention work or not? And then if it generally my theory consists that if breakout bar prevention does work, that means the breakout's going to work. So right now it's battling. If it rallies upwards anymore, that's a breakout bar prevention right here. Stopping at the high, it's like no, it's not going to go past there. That's a breakout bar prevention. If it does that, then we're looking like this is going to be the breakout line if it does get crossed. 3 minutes likely not going to work here. You can take anti-breakout on that too, which I'm going to.
Order filled.
My target, or sorry, my stop loss needs to be at, hold on, needs to be at this high basically. Oh, 1.75. Needs to be at the high. Risking 210 on that. Risking 210. Hold on. Gosh, risking 210. That was not a good zone. Risking 210. Risking 210, 82.75. Now I'm holding on to it. 75.50. I repeat, 75.50. Risking 210 for 315. Risking 210 for 315. 210 for 315. Oops. 210 for 315. Hold on. 210 for 315. This is zone number 1496. 210 for 315. This has to be my high. Risking 210 for 315. I gotta label that right now. 8.4 apples for 315. 12.6. Where's my pivot in the zone? My pivot in the zone is at this high, which is 97.50. I repeat, 97.50. 97.50, which is my stop, which is $125 now. 125, which is 5 apples. Piz. All right, good. This we got in at 846. This is an add-on. We're double short now on NQ. In this case, it was an anti-breakout. We got in, I think, a 91, so that's perfect. 91, yeah, 100% pivot in the zone here. It's gone 0. We've got NQ short. This is another anti-breakout, actually. Hold on. 6.75 is the width. Going for a 2-to-1 here. Yeah, 2-to-1. Yep. Yeah, I like it. Overall, I like it. Entered without measuring. Had unclean stop placement. Unclean trade placement. Looks like we're going to get stopped out on this really close here.
Order filled.
I'm out. That's a loss of 5 apples on that, -5. So we're down. No. Yeah, we're down 5 apples. But if we lose on this anti-breakout, we're going to be down more. Let's take a picture. $14.96. Yep, that's it. I think it's ready to go down. There's not much I can do about it, honestly. There's not much that I can do about it. Went 0, 100% pivot in the zone. 3-minute anti-breakout. Yeah, it was a 3-minute anti-breakout off of a 3-minute 2-bar bubbling. Protected free space of 1 in trend. This one's end of trend. Hold on. End of trend. Alpha swing is up. The swing is up. The recent is up. Yeah. Not looking good. So, hold on. This is still going. No, I'm not going to take that. Hold on. The 15-minute is still, it's still in the anti-breakout territory here. It's only gone 0.25 to 1. So right now we're just chilling. I'm going to wait a little bit. There's the breakout downwards. That's a big line. That's a very big line now. So when we're confident in it going down or up, wherever it is, we want to load as much size as possible. Load as much size as possible on the wins. Have little size on the losses. How do we know if it's going to be a win or loss? That's the hard part. All right, so this 15-minute bar went up to the high, got rejected down back to its life, went up. So that's actually a breakout bar prevention working. Unfortunately, that means that's a tell that it'll go up. All right, well, we're at break even right now on the anti-breakout. We're down 5 apples. We have another 5 apples on the line here. We get stopped out at 18, which is not far away. So then I'd be down 10 apples on the session. It's target taking bars right now. All that matters is we're trying to get down past this low way down here. No, I'm not going to go anti-breakout. Nope. I'm not going to double my position. Only if the position's going to go in my direction. Like it looks like it's going in my direction. Anti-breakouts are catching it. I'd rather take breakouts downwards in my direction already. Then I can add to the position. I just don't like the idea of just doubling up, you know? Yeah, we got to be understanding that this thing could go long. You're right. Keep the bias open. Like it could break through this. Absolutely. It already did take a short down, and then it just got rejected again. The 240-minute chart, the daily chart would be a 1-to-1 down here, which is 40s. Let's take a look at that. 40s is down here, which is an entire thing, really. That's what I'm asking for. Wow. That's a very large move. Yeah, this is bullish, man. We'll see. Let's see if this thing trickles back. 5 minute has not been crossed yet. That is a good breakout bar going downwards. Has not been crossed back yet. If it goes up, man, I'm sorry to say, I'd be long, right? Just looks long to me. Looks great. That's what it looks like. If it breaks that high, that's what it looks like. All right, here's the breakout. Here's the breakout. Here's the breakout. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And the anti-breakout looks like it's gonna work, which is very bullish. Not good. Wow, that's that 15-minute open. Look at that. It's that comeback bar prevention. That's what's going on right now. Man, underneath that breakout, near that purple line, there's not much. No, there isn't much. Tell you what. If this thing wants to continue short. So the 3 minute, I want it to print one more time. Just that 7 minute, okay. Because right now that is the deciding factor. There's that push backwards. Where's the comeback bar prevention? Here it is. Protect that from turning red. Bulls, protect it from turning red. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, bulls? Protect it. We need to lift right now. They need to lift. There it goes. Come on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. There you go. All right, the 3 minute has printed. Good. There you go. At this point, I'm going to take this short if this does decide to drop more. That's confirmation that this thing is going to turn over. I could be wrong, but that's the confirmation that I'm looking for. That's the confirmation. Look at that. Look at that rally. What? Oh my gosh, is it going to break the high? Look at the 15 minute. It was about to turn red. Don't we understand? It was about to turn red. We all saw that. And it got absolutely rejected. The bulls came back with a vengeance. That thing works. Wow. Wow. That is a very large pivot. So if this bar were to break, this low were to break, I'm willing to go in short. Right. I'm willing to go in short. Saying that, yeah, this is decided, and they fled, essentially. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'd go 4 contracts on it. That's 4 apples. That's not a problem. 4 apples at this low of 80 86.75. 4 contracts. 4 contracts and 4 apples. 86.75. My high would be at this high. It's likely not. It's likely not going to turn around. I'm just saying if it does. Yeah. Wow. Looks like it's going to break the high first. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's got 30 seconds to break the low. Yeah, not a chance. Not a chance. Not going to happen. Well, that's all right. Let's just see what happens now. That is just such a rejection on that 15-minute. It really needed that, and it did. It got exactly that. That's bullish, dude. My stop loss, remember, is at 118 here. There it is. That's my stop. It is rushing towards it right as we speak. Look at that. What a comeback here for the Bulls. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna wait to get stopped out here. If I get stopped, I get stopped. I'm not gonna add to position. No. Nope. Would I reverse? No. Nope, I wouldn't. I would not. Look at that come down. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So now I want to maintain this free space. The problem is that it's got a whole nother 2 minutes to print here. 2 full minutes. This is interesting. This is interesting. We got 2 full minutes here for the next bar to print. This is my smallest time frame. I'm looking for this free space to still be there. I don't want it to reverse like it looks like it might do it right now. I don't want it to reverse because I want there to be some free space before I go short. Obviously, that's what a lot of people do as well. The only difference is that I'm in a position that's short. We're already in a higher time frame zone to short. That's our bias that it's going short. So I think everybody can look at the smaller time frames and decide for themselves. But the difference is that there's an area that I want to be in short anyways. So there's 2 factors contributing to my short bias. This is really good. We got 1 minute left until the 3-minute bar prints. We're going to ask for this high to be protected here. It's either a demand open or it's going to be a breakout here. So let's just get prepped. This is what we want to see. I want to break out short, 8.5 width. We'd go 1-to-1. I don't like doing that, but it's the safest option, isn't it? Surely is. What? This is a horrible print for us. If this thing rallies, man, we have a horrible print. That's not good. Then we wouldn't take the breakout. We want this thing to turn pretty red. Ideally, we want it to be red here. Yeah, I'd go for a 1-to-1 fine. That's kind of lame, but whatever. Yeah, we'd go 1 contract at this low. 1 contract at 96.75. Repeat, 96.75. My stop loss would be at the high. So let's go ahead and mark this off. This would be my trade right here. This would be it. This would be my breakout. That's it. I mean, we're against substantial supply. I understand that. But I'm going to take my breakout. I'm going to take it. Yeah, you got to label stops. Well, my stop would be at this high, of course, which is '08. My target would be a 1-to-1. Okay, oh boy, it's almost there. Break up our prevention territory right now. We want the break up our prevention to happen anyways. That's a good thing. 85.75 is my target. I repeat, 85.75. Love to see it. Let's see it. Here's the break up our prevention working. Not all the way yet. Here we go. Let's take a picture. We need this 3-minute bar to not print yet, so it's got a minute and a half left. We're really fine right now. Really okay. I want to take a good picture if it gets upwards a little bit. Here we go. That's good because the breakout bar prevention is working. It has worked, which is substantial to my breakout here. I'm going to extend my target to 2-to-1, which is 75s. 75s. I repeat, 75s. I like it. That means I like it. This is good. Take a picture. We should be in here soon. 1497 zone number. 3-minute breakout short. It's in the midst of a 60-minute holding split. No, yeah, I could easily be wrong. That's why we've got our stop set. Yeah, I have my target further away too. Hey, where's my entry? Oh, it didn't. It still hasn't broken? Wait a second. Yeah, it has. 97, 97. It has not broken that low legitimately yet. Oh my goodness, what a breakout bar prevention that is. It still cannot break that low. We might not get filled. All these pictures are for nothing. Because if this doesn't happen on this 3-minute bar, I'm not taking the trade. Now it's a holding level creation. I can take the trade. If it breaks the high, then I'm out. That's it. Cancel the trade, please. Gosh darn. Golly darn. Come on. Cancel. Anyways, we're about to get stopped out here. 1497's nothing. We didn't trade it. So we only had 2 trades today. We're about to get stopped here. This is my stop loss on this 15-minute anti-breakout, which continues to be breaking out. That's what it looks like to me. Look at it stopping right on my stop loss. I mean, it's gotten 4 ticks away here. Wow. Look at that come down. What? What on earth? What on earth? No, I can't take this one. What? You want to take breakouts down? That's when the anti-breakouts come together, don't they? Wow. I think I'm going to wait. Look at that go. Incredible. Incredible. No, I got some suspicion on that zone. I don't know why. I got suspicion on that. I'm going to wait. It's got plenty of time on the 5-minute. Plenty of time. This 15-minute right here, this area right here, I think there's going to be demand there. And that's unfortunately right where my targets would be on the breakout short. Yeah. So right here, I think there's going to be demand right here. From here to here, I think there's going to be demand, unfortunately. So if I go short, I basically get in right where they're going to try to buy, in my opinion. Everything's my opinion. It's all opinionated, man. Trading's all opinionated. I think it's going this way. Well, I think it's going this way. All right, let's bet on it. That's all it is. All right, so this high is trying to make the high. I feel I'm doubtful on it. I mean, it's trying to be like, yeah, this is my high because of the rejection. The thing is, if it's going to be convincing, this current bar has to turn red if it really wants to convince others to go short. In that case, I'm still holding off until this zone is touched, this 15-minute little box there. It could just slice through that box and go down. In that case, it's fine. I'm still short. I'm just not adding to the position yet. I'm short, but my stop loss is really close to being hit. So, what a close on that 60-minute, dude. Wow. Wow. All right. All right, boys, let's see it. Oops. Tells me the meanest way. Don't ever let me say. Don't leave me again. Don't leave me again. Here we go. All right, here we go. It's coming into that 15-minute zone to go and buy. Here is where the buys are. Let's see if the buys buy it or they get squashed a bit. Let's see it. So this is really trying to be the high right now, honestly. I mean, this guy, they're trying to make this the high. They're doing a fine job of it right now. I can tell you that. The 60 minutes rejecting, the 240 minutes probably got a little bit of a wick. Looks great. It's poking in. Let's see on the 240 minute. I can't see it there. Yeah, there you go. Poking into the split. It's coming down. This is really good. This is a good high. Really good. Look at this. Very good. Beautiful. Yeah, let's take away any boxes. I don't want any boxes on the screen. Thank you. 30-minute. Yeah. Okay, look at that. All right. So we want to see a bounce here to be able to get us in. This is that free space that we want to see. These are the times that you want to go breakout short. Once it's created some type of free space here downwards, we want to hold this free space and show a distal line protecting it and then form a bottom, and we sell short at that little bottom. So we'll wait. 369258. That means the 3-minute just printed. Yes, we got a breakout here. We got a breakout. I'm gonna go short at the low. Nothing more, nothing less. 88.75. Go short. 88.75. My stop loss needs to be set at this high, which is 96. I repeat, 96. Yeah, this might not work. I don't know. Could work, could not. But this is the breakout right here. 6.5. Yeah, let's take a picture when we can. I'm going to go for a target at 80.5. I repeat, 80.5.
Order filled.
We're in. 80.5, please. Do you want to go for a 1-to-1? I don't know. 145 for 165. I repeat, 145 for 165. This is the breakout short. 145 for 165. 145 for 165. 145 for 165. 145. Oopsies. 145 for 165. 145 for 165. Thank you. Almost done here. 145 for 165. Come on. 145 for 164.
Order filled.
Stop loss hit. Darn it. Stop loss hit. That is negative 5.8 apples. This is a breakout. And NQ short. Risking 5.8 apples. Lost 5.8 apples. 1497. Zone number. The anti-breakout worked against me, unfortunately. This was a 3-minute breakout. Take a picture. It went 0. Gosh. It tricked me. It completely tricked me. Why did I take the long when I knew that this is the area of demand? What am I doing? Don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. It was a 3-minute breakout, 2-bar bubbling, protecting free space. 2, end of trend. Alpha swing is up. The swing is down. The recent is up. Went 0 NA. Lost 5.8 apples. Golly darn. Well, I can understand it. It's just that's not what you want. I will take the protecting extreme here. I'll take the protecting extreme here. My high would be at this high. 17.25. I'm in. 17.25 is my stop. 305 risk. 305 risk. Take a picture. I'm in short. 305 risk. Okay. Picture taken. Planted. 305 risk. Let's plant targets. Targets would be one, 2 to 1, which is 67.75, 67.75, 67.75. What is it? What's the risk? 305 for 685. 305 for 685. 305. For 685. Going for a 2 to 1 here. This is definitely double risk. This is NQ short, demand open. Yep, demand open. You did plant it already. Thank you for that. 19.25 is the width. We got in at 916. Keep in mind, this is same buy, same buy, same buy. We've been short. Alert, alert, short. We've been short 3 times in a row. Keep check on your short bias. Are you sure you want to continue being a short bias, or are you just being stubborn? That's a good point. Thank you, mate. I will take a look at that. Don't worry. This is a demand open end of trend. Alpha swing is up. The swing is up. The recent is down. This is not narrow. This is it. We did already take a picture of that. Take another picture of this. It's nearing a 1-to-1 here. Oh, X score it, please. Demand opens always need an X score. That shows how far it went prior to my entry. And it was at 0.75 to 1. X score 0.75 to 1. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Do you want to move stop to pivot in the zone yet? Nope. Darn it. No. I'm not going to. I can. It's gone 1-to-1. I don't have a specific, 0% pivs. I don't have a specific rule that says, no, I need my stop at pivot in the zone now. I'm just going to leave it be, honestly. I'm going to leave it be. We're risking 12 to make 27 here. On the line, we've got 5 apples and then 12. We got a total of 18 apples worth of risk on the line right now, basically resting at this high. So if this were to turn around and go upwards, we're going to lose 20 apples. 20 apples at least. Actually, at most, because I know the risk. I see it in front of me. But we can gain a lot more. Oh, we can gain a lot more. I can tell you that. This has gone 1.25 to 1 here. No need for a picture. We already took that picture. You can go to that. So, gosh, there's two zones on top of each other right now. This one and then this one. This is gone nothing still. It's still resting at proximal line. We're still just sitting on this MNQ trade. We're asking for target way down here in the depths. The depths. That's where our target is on that MNQ trade, on that anti-breakout. This demand open, our target's down here oh my goodness, at 67. Holy smokes, let's take a look at that. 67 is right here. Not horrible. It's kind of a 0.25 to 1 on that anti-breakout. So I don't think that's unreasonable. If you look at that blue line, let's take a look at that blue line on the daily chart, something higher time frame. Let's go to the 240-minute chart. I want to see that blue line. Is that blue line too unreasonable to hit? It's really shrinking that 240-minute bar. If it hits that blue line, it looks like it might even turn red, which is extremely which is harder. Which requires more effort from the market. A green bar like that to turn red requires that's a change of trend. It requires effort. Does the market have it in him? Have it in him to do that? I don't want to. The market's not a living being, but does the market have it? I mean, not currently. I mean, this open has been 70% of normal volume. It hasn't even been energetic. Why would we bet on more energy? Reversion to the mean, perhaps? I don't know. The way that this is set up, this just has to be my trade. This is just the trade that I'm doing. So whether it loses or wins, whatever, if it loses, it's just how it's set up to me, I was going for a 2 to 1, and that's just how it's set up. So here we are. This is a very pivotal time right now. We want to protect this this high. If the bears are going to make this the high here, substantial high, it needs to make it a lower high. So lower low, lower high, and then drop in for another lower low. That's what we're looking for. If we have absolutely no control, we have no reins on the market. There's no reins. There's no controlling the behavior of this market. We're riding something that we literally have no control over. It's just bonkers. Complete bonkers, man. We just have to see if it will ride our direction or not. If not, it's not the end of the world. Worst case scenario, we lose on both these trades, which they're pretty much aligned. They're doubled. We're going to be down 27.6 apples on the session. Best case scenario, we're going to be 13 plus 27. What's that? I think that's 40 apples. We're going to be up 30 apples. We don't need that much, though. But we're already down 10. Realized. Up 40. That'd be 30 apples. Then I'm just going to have to get out. Then I'm just going to have to get out of the MNQ at 0.5 to 1 or whatever. That's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, it's not looking like it's rejected. So it rejected it a little bit on this 5-minute, but it has since then gone up, and that's not good for the bears. Doesn't look like it'll happen. I mean, to me right now, it's just demand here, supply here. which one's going to win out essentially, and it could go base back and forth for the remainder of the session for all we know. Oh, I forgot to take my break. My stops are in place. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a small break. My stops are in place and my targets cancel each other, so everything is set. There's nothing we can do anyways, so I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, and then last half hour. Okay, so looks like it's still battling. Still battling. Don't know what it wants to do. Yeah, you could probably move stop to pivot in the zone now. Now you can. It just makes the most sense to. Unfortunately. 106.75 is going to have to be my stop. 106.75. I don't know why I'm hesitating. Don't hesitate. You just don't want to lose. Roger that. 106.75 is my stop. I just don't want to move stop because I don't want to lose. But we all know it's the smartest thing to do. $95 is the risk here. Yep. I like doing what's right. Because I feel like a better person. I feel like a better person. It's right next to the stop right now. With the 0% PIZ, and then it's gone 25% PIZ again. So it went up for a PIZ at 25%. Now I'm putting my stop to pivot in the zone. I've got to, you know. It's just gone up into the supply, and if it does break to the upside, like I'm not actually confident in this high holding anyways. So instead of having my stop at the high, I can have my stop right at this high, which protects actually 25% of 75% of my risk. Instead of 12 apples, I'm risking 4 for the same reward. However, it does change the probabilities. Of course, we're likely to get stopped out. More likely right now. My target's at the blue line. My stop's right here. Ultimately, right now, I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is my stop. This is my reward. So it's a little bit more of a reward than a risk right now, which means it's more likely to hit stop loss, but it's all right. It looks good. I tell you what, on the 15-minute, it looks great. If this thing wants to continue lower and break the low, look, my target's just kind of past it. Couple millimeters, no, couple 2-3 centimeters, maybe an inch downwards. Fuck it, 1 inch. Is it really a risk of 19? Hold on. 15.5. Come on. Going for a 2-to-1 double size. This is a triple size order. Wow. Without measuring. Again. Gosh. Guys. Why do we have such a problem with measuring risk before entry? Come on. Just measure the risk and then take the trade. Come on. Come on. Yeah, man. No, I don't know. I don't think I can go short again. I mean, if it sets up that way, sure, but I'm definitely doing half size if that's the case, because I'm already really short on this thing. I really have no need to go more short. Right now it's setting up that way. Setting up for the short right now. If it breaks the low, that's not a bad formation down to the downside, but I'm already short, so it's not necessary. Just leave it be, I think. So here we go. So this would be the rectangle. So if it breaks the low, generally that's a continuation formation. However, it's not really protecting any free space at all. I'm waiting for this leg out. This so far, this has gone down without creating a substantial leg down. So this 240 minute bar has reeled back without creating a substantial move downwards. The 60-minute has reeled back some, but it hasn't really shown a leg down, same as the 15-minute. This first candle went down, but it really came back a lot. There's no free space at all in it. It's rather a sideways looking formation. And on the 5-minute, it's even worse. There is no substantial move downwards. The price has just kind of gotten lower. We're needing a leg downwards for this thing to actually go down. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. I mean, we need some serious move down, which is what we're calling for, because our target's down here at the blue line. We need a point A to point B move, you know. Let's flip our bias right now. Let's go to a clean chart, flip our bias, and look at the long side of things. Okay, so we're short right now, but I'm going to try to think long. Okay, longs, break out of the high. Maybe this is the low of day, that you can have stops there. Okay, on the higher time frames, my stops are here. My stops are here. This thing's ready to go up. You can take breakouts to the upside. 240-minute bar has already broken out. And that prints at noon, so we got plenty of time. The 60-minute bar is going to print somewhat soon. It's got 20 minutes or so. Does this thing want to continue upwards? Well, if the bulls are going to continue this picture, we don't want this red, do we? This is a breakout upwards. Let's see how far it broke out. Went to a 1-to-1. This thing's still counting, though. This thing's bullish, man. This thing's bullish. This is the 60-minute bar. Came up, dropped. Actually, yeah, it came up and dropped. That's all it did. Came up, dropped. Down, up, down. Now it's come back a lot here. The 15-minute bar. Come back a lot here. This is a big high. This is an even bigger high. Wowee. It looks solid for a short, not gonna lie. If it can break lower here. If it doesn't, this high is skeptical. Suspect, whatever you could say. Down here, there's probably demand. Here, there's probably demand from 70, 75 all the way down to 40. But I could see it running lower. Yeah. I could see that happening. If it doesn't, it's got 5 more minutes to print this 15-minute bar. Can come down. 87 seems to be a strong number. This is the anti-breakout going short. To go long. Right now it's looking like it's going to stop me out here. So close to a stop loss. So that's likely going to hit here. That's just the nature of the business.
Order filled.
I'm out. Good, I'm out. We can label that. Lost 3.8 apples on that trade. Went 1.25 to 1. Well, it's still actually going on. It has to break this high to get me all the way out. So we'll wait. Don't speak to me this way. Don't ever let me say. Don't leave me again. Don't leave me again. Don't ever let me say. I would like to go short on that breakout. These are my favorite types of breakouts too. It's just so end of trend, and the problem is I've already been short so many times. You know. Let's just wait. Down 15 apples on the session. If I lose this high, I'll be down 17.25 should be my stop. Oops. I'll be down 20 apples on the session, essentially. No, not good at all. The anti-breakout's certainly working. On the closing door, never wanted anything more.
Order filled.
My stop loss needs to be at this high. Oops. 155 risk. 155 risk. Take a look at this one for an anti-breakout. $13.25 needs to be stop. $75 risk. 3 apples risk. 3 apples risk here. Going for a way further target. This is an anti-breakout. Entered at 943. Zone number 1499. 1-1 is hit here. Hold on to the sucker if you can. That's what I'm going to do. Zone number 1499. Oh, my target should be way lower. My target should be way lower. I don't know exactly. Hold on to it. It's gone 2.25 to 1 here. We're short. Three to 1 is hit here. With a what pivot in the zone? 25% pivot in the zone. 25% pivot in the zone. 1-1. Yeah, 6.25 needs to be my stop loss now. 6.25. 6.25, which is $65 in the lead. $65. 2.6 apples. Yeah, we're going 33A3 on this one. So my target is anywhere, you know, I don't know. I don't actually know where my target would be. 68s. I'm going to do 33A3 though. 68s was my question here. 68. We can say 70. That's fine. What does that mean? 70. Hold on. What does that look like to this? That looks like we need to raise targets here. I'm holding on to this if I can. Holding on to it. So right now it's gone 6-1 here. 6-1. It's gone 6-1 and I still have it. Yes. Is that right? Yes. All right. 6-1. I still have it. 6 times 0.33. That's a 2-1 now. 2R. 2R risk reward here. 2R should be at 2R trail stop. Let's mark that, please. What's 2R? 300%. 2R should be my stop loss, right? Yes, 1-1 2R, which is 2.75. I repeat, 2.75 should be my stop here. 2.75, which is 135 bucks. Oops. 5.4 apples. Um, 2R here. 2R is my trail stop. I'm holding on for this short. I'm just trailing stop here, okay? So, but my target is, so number 14.99. Hold on. I got to describe the trade before I do anything else. This was a 3-minute anti-breakout. Narrow. End of trend. Alpha swing is up. The swing is up. The recent is up. That's it. Off of a 3-minute 2-bar bubbling. Protecting free space of 2 or 1. I gotta take a picture. I gotta look at the picture. Looks like 1. Protecting free space of 1 in trend. Okay. It's a near, very close to a breakout line. Anyways, any other reason we were going short? You could say 60-minute comeback bar prevention, but not really. End of trend. Yes. 60-minute breakup bar prevention. Comeback bar prevention. End of trend. What else was it? Yeah, it was the end of trend, wasn't it? End of trend PE. Okay, cool. I've got nothing else right now. Target with target set at, what is it? I mean, 68, 70s. '70s is 11-1. Oh my goodness. '70s is an 11-1. 11R.
Order filled.
Fudge. Darn it. My stop loss is hit. Ah, whatever. It's all right. 5.4 apples positive on that. A 2-1 hit. You know, I wanted to continue this. Wanted to continue this trade, but obviously I can't because my trail stop got hit here. It did end up going 6-1 though. Yeah, I went 6-1. Wow. A good comeback for it, though. The demand open has not been broken. This anti-breakout has not been broken. All of it's still going on. We got 9 minutes left of the session. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that looks bullish. And I wanna be right the sea. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, I'm gonna go holding level creation into the next bar. 369258147. That's right. The next bar will print. Dun, 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 dun. Where I wanna be. Let the sea. On my way. Dun, 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 dun. Side is where I wanna be. Reason makes the scene. 05 is one contract. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Three 147. So 147. So 7 minutes. $100.5.
Order rejected.
50 is my stop. $90 risk. $90 risk. 3.6 apples. Going for a 2R. $92.5 is my target. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to it. Zone number 1500. Century number. Century trade. I was distracted and in traffic. Didn't tell me when the earthquake happened. It really got me thinking. The night you went drinking. Where's that song? If the world was ending. Can't find it. I was distracted and in traffic. Didn't tell me when the and in traffic. Didn't an earthquake happen, and it really got me thinking. Night out drinking, chilling, watching television. And you come over, right? You come over and you spend the night in the world for the hell of it. Our years would be irrelevant. 76. That's a 6-1. You come over, right? I do imagine your reaction. Earthquake happened. Where you went drinking. Naked past the kitchen. I'm dipping my heart out. We went down forever and it's fine. That's it. That's 10 o'clock. No more entries. No more entries. The trades are still running. Stay the night. And you love me for the hell of it. To another and it's fine. Right. You come over and you'd spend the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? Tears would be irrelevant. Come over, right? 6.4 apples. Reason why that you ever have to spend the night. 76 flat should be my target. 76 flat, which is 490. 19.6. 19.6. I was distracted and in traffic. Didn't tell you when the earthquake happened. Really got me thinking. Were you out drinking? All right, we gotta close this up quick. I know. If I take you home with me tonight. Da, 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 da. Put you on the fantasies. Working on my greatest fantasies. You won the lottery. You won the lottery. Okay. We've got 2 open trades. We have the anti-breakout up here, which is still at proximal line. This is actually the whole trade. It literally was 4 ticks away from getting stopped out. Okay, that's one. Gosh, oh no. And then, hold on. This one. This anti-breakout. Actually, there's 3, but there's only 2 on. I got out of this one for 2R. Then I got this one going, which is comeback bar prevention, which is rolling 4.5 to 1. 4.5 to 1 now. You won the lottery. If I want you to take me home with me tonight, I didn't turn me out on my mind. This one's gone 8 to 1, bro. Woo! Woo! Nah, 7.75. I'm gonna take a picture of that for sure. That's a beaut. Ooh, and let you take me home at midnight. 7.75. Dim down my dirty fantasies. You won the lottery. Then damn it, I got on my mind. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. If I let you take me home with me. Nine to 1. Holy cats and dogs. Holy cats and dogs. I'm literally holding a trade to 6R. That's as stretching as much as I humanly possibly can. And I don't even know if I can do it. That's zone number 1499. Family's all right here. 5.5. 5.5. Crazy how I made it. Tonight is the night. I gotta move stop to pivot in the zone. 102.25. 40 bucks. Darn it. 1.6 apples. 1.6 apples. 1.6 apples. Appreciated like twice. 1.6 apples. Old jig at the same time plays like twice. What the heck? My target was here. Darn it! Ah! And then I made it tonight. How I made it, and tonight is the night. So cheers. 1.25. Yeah, it's still gone 1.25. I've waited days after days. I've ripped page after page. I've run. My high is this one. 75% pivot in zone. All right. There's nothing else we can do. I mean, we set our targets, and it's just so hard to get to them. But it is what it is. That's it, man. There's nothing we can do. All right, worst case scenario. 19.6. All right, let's see it. Worst case scenario, we lose both these trades. We're down 17.4 apples on the session. Okay. Best case scenario, we gain 13 plus 19, which is 33. But we're already down 10, so... And we're about to get stopped out. Darn it. Gosh. So hard, dude. Darn it. That sucks. Ouch. Freaking ouch. It was, bro, keep in mind it was way down there. Oh. We were up 17 apples on this trade. Can you imagine that? That's a lot of apples, dude. And we said no. We're getting out at 19 apples, not 17. And it came all the way back down to break even now. Losing 1.6 apples. It's highly likely here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's why we go for one-to-ones, huh? Right when I actually want to hold on to the trade, let's just go for further targets, huh? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm trying to stretch this stuff. It doesn't seem like they want to, man. All right, I should be done. This is taking way too long. Come on, boys. I know I just exit position, so let's just do the accounting and then be done. We can't be spending more time on this. We have trades if this gets stopped out. this one is still live, it gets stopped out, whatever. My targets and stops delete themselves. There's no need to be here. All right, so how many trades did we take? We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. Done 2 exits waiting. And we have no idea if they'll win or not, whatever. Let's just leave it be. Oh my goodness! It's coming back for me! This is too much. This is too much. Too much. Done. Done on the session. Let's close up. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, our max risk right now is 17 apples in total cumulative. Everything loses. We're done. Negative 17 apples. Not horrible. It's not the worst in the world. So happy either way. All right, we can be done now. All right, peace until 1 p.m. Start a brand